So we just solved the bobesh, which is the item that catches the drippings on a candle. It's the cup that you put around a candle to catch its drippings. But you also put it around chandeliers, even if they're not wax candles. And it's another +1 word for Father. In fact, it equals 40. But now other words, famous words, every wire in your house, the word wire, Father -3. And look at how embarrassing it is. Like, they both end in RE. Okay, and then an I equals an A and an H. Okay, and then this F and this T equals 26 here, and the W equals 23 at the front, which provides the difference of 3 for the glory of the Trinity. So Heavenly Father owns every wire. And there's a lot of wires in this universe. Okay. And then it's called a lighting fixture. We saw that before. And this is one of the chain holder. We were solving parts of a chandelier. That's what we were doing. And because we found Father at the dead center of the word chandelier, and so we were going on a heyday, just solving more details. And we're solving that which is on top, because that's a revelation from the Lord that Father is above everything. And so look up, what's at the top and center of anything? Oh, it's the chandelier. And then, you talk about the stair top or the stair landing. Stair is +1 for Father, it equals water, and then this just keeps the 3's going. So the stair top landing is also a Father, so stair landing is a Father-Father combo, but it's all Father, okay? Father's on top. So we solved the tabletop, we solved cloth, we solved rug, we solved all these things. Flour, oh yeah, flour will traditionally be on top at the table. The flour might be the highest thing. You might have a vase. Interesting how the word flower, and it's together with the word vase to make a beautiful 3-fest. Flower is Father, vase is flawlessly Jesus. I love preaching this. Jesus is the Savior, and but there's the 1 + 2, the 3 + 1s, just like in Jesus, in vase. Okay, so vase, and in vase equals 47, the same digits as Jesus, 48. Okay, so when you put flower and vase together, you have Father plus Jesus together, and it's going to be a Trinity happy love fest. Gorgeous divides by 9, flower vase. Okay, and you can even find love between them. See, flower contributes to LO, and vase contributes to VE. There you go, Father plus Jesus, love, LOVE, flower vase. Okay, Father is on top. Okay, the Father is the Lord, Father is the flower, on top of the vase. The flower typically reaches higher, stands taller than the vase itself. That's the whole point, is that you get to see the flowers. You don't typically get a vase that's taller than the flowers. Okay, so Father is on top, but Father plus Jesus together, there's your LOVE, there's your love perfectly. Let's just kind of wrap up what else I see here. This is disturbing in terms of, and this is embarrassing, a flower vase. Now it's just giving it to me. A W and an A equals 24, an E and an S equals 24, and don't hold your breath, but an R plus an F equals 24. So, amazingly, flower vase, which is Father plus Jesus, equals, like, I need to write this out. So flower vase is Father plus Jesus, semantically, in its design. Flawless, absolutely flawless. Okay. It parallels Father and Jesus. I shouldn't say equals, but I've already said that. Parallels Father and Jesus, but flower plus vase equals love, letter for letter, plus 24, plus 24, plus 24, and we found all 3 of those 24s very tidily, very quickly, and very easily done. Such is the efficiency of this operation. There you go. So flower vase, every flower vase has been solved flawlessly for all time in glory, the glory of the Trinity. Done. I just solved your flower vase and all flowers, your table. This is what you call your dining room. And I got that gem yesterday when I went to Milestone. She's like, would you like to sit in the dining room or the lounge? And I have Holy Ghost instinct, so I immediately say dining room. And then I think about it afterwards, and I'm like, wait a second. Dining room, Father. Flawless. In fact, dining room equals Holy Father. So I will sit in the dining room. Thank you very much. I want to sit in the dining room. We sit in the dining room or the lounge? I said dining room because Father. Isn't that profound? And the dining room is technically where a father with his family would eat. In the dining room, okay? If you sit in the lounge, you're a single person. Anyway, no, dining room is the king, Father. Dining room equals Holy Father. Man, that's just embarrassing because it's just amazing. Dining, 6 letters, holy, just dining room, Holy Father. Okay. What's actually really amazing to me is that dining is 3 points less than holy, and then room is 3 points higher than Father. So Trinity is maximally glorified in the fact that dining room equals Holy Father, and it's such a giant, fabulous 3-fest for the Father and the Trinity at large. There you go. So we solved your dining room. Done. And then, while we're at it, I've solved your bedroom 1,000,000 times. Bedroom belongs to Father. Oh yeah, bedroom is the glorious Trinity 3-fest. Room is the +1 offset. And then you can just stack them higher and higher, like living room is Father, Father, come. Okay, so we killed that one. Chandelier, solved every wire. That was huge. A pendulog. That's just one word I've never known before. I like to get new words under my belt. Pendulog. Man, it's not even pendulog. Is that what it is? Ooh, the pretty guys. Well, this was worth the price of admission. These are all the little jewels that make the chandelier sparkle. Cool. And so, if we look that up on Wikipedia, they're prisms. Pendulog prisms for chandeliers. Okay. So pendulog is a +1 Father. It equals 100, which is a king offset for Father. And there's a lot of similarities. The bookends. I love poking around in the middle. Oh my gosh. Near the center of pendulog, it equals the center of Father. What else will we find if we just kind of... Oh my gosh, there's Father sitting right in there. And you can just keep poking around. But there it is, right near the center there. Pendulog, Father. Okay, so we solved the chandelier quite. We really milked the chandelier. Man, once you're in this world, you're just like, I just want to stay here for a little while. Oh man, a candelabra. Candelabra. Or candelabrum. What do the images reveal? I guess it's the holder? I think it's just the holder for a candle. I think it's just a holder. That's what I'm gathering. What does Google say? A large branched candlestick or holder for several candles or lamps. There's a nice Father word though. Candelabrum or candelabra, both are Father. Gorgeous. Candelabra. Cool. Any other words in chandelier land? We just... The prisms and the candles are... What makes a chandelier pretty? The prisms and the candles. But in particular, what's on top, like what's the highest, and that's why I went to the very top. And where you had what is called a fixture. It might ultimately reach what is called like a yeah, a fixture, a hook, and a rod, you know, some kind of, that's the highest point, +1, +1. Okay. That was cool. The chain holder was a great set of letters for Father that hit that one well. Okay, so we solved the chandelier. What else is above everything else? Well, you have a ballroom. Solve every ballroom for Father. That's typically where these events happen. Ballroom is amazing. Ballroom equals Walmart 88. Find Father by popping off 30. Look at how you find Father in ballroom. You just have to pop off 30 points, and you can do it in perfect symmetry. There's Father in ballroom. That's just ridiculous. And Father owns the ballroom. You can pop off the 2 O's. You can pop off a B and an M and an O. Like, it's just ridiculous how easy it is to find Father in ballroom. Excuse me, I don't know if that was on camera. So the ballroom has been solved. Can you find love in the ballroom? Yeah, it's very easy. Just like the word balloon. The 2 L's and the 2 O's. You can find love in a balloon, you can find love in a ballroom. And there you have it. 2727, LOL 54, love. Alright, we're just nailing this one. Okay, so anything else that comes to mind that is above, that is the highest of the high. We solve spire, we solve top. One of my favorites is the word yeast. What makes things rise? Well, the Father promotes people, but yeast is a gorgeous father. And to make something rise, well, look at, you can point out the EA obviousness, and then the T obviousness, and then the Y and the S compare with the rest. You know, very obvious. Or you can do something clever and shoot for offsets of 3, which is what I do. There's an offset of 27. A and E build a multiple of 6, and then these guys make a multiple of 9. Get symmetry in 3s. Yeast makes it rise. And then heat will make something rise. You say hot air rises. What is at the top? Oh, hot air. Heat, Father. Hot, +1 Father. Air, Father. Anything else? I think we've hit it pretty good. Astronauts, plural, Father, come back. That works very nicely. Okay, I think we've hit this one out of the park. Anything else we would like to? It's fun now you know what God is up to. You're like, where else are we going to find this word Father? Like at the center of words and stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, find Father in church. This is pretty easy. You just pop off the C, either one of the C's. Might as well pop off the front. There's Father sitting right there. Bang. Bang. Father sitting right there. And what's cool about that, you compare those letters. A U and a C, you know, equals an F and an R, and then R is 12 points higher than this, and then the T and H have an offset from that, H and H by 12, and it's all very balanced out, and it's all very symmetrical and juicy and fine and dandy. There's your symmetry. Father Church. Ooh, I never saw this one. Can you find, to get Father in Cathedral, you need to pop off 14 points. Well, you can take off the L and the 2 A's, that's one way. Pretty simple. Love. Wow, this, the dead center, yeah. Dead center is 55. Almost spells the word Father. Like, look at the obvious in the word cathedral. It practically spells the word Father in order. And mathematically, it's basically there. Because a C and an F both divide by 3, being 3 and double 3. And then an A is an A. And A-T, and like, there it is. There's your Father in cathedral, folks. I mean, it's just there. And then you have all the different names of cathedral that will all stack up nicely. So there. That's just screaming it out at you. Father, cathedral. And that's where many people get married. And that's where they, therefore, will begin their, then they're going to have sex and become a father. It's like, well, cathedral. I want to get married in a cathedral. That was obvious. Cathedral and anything else we want to solve for Father. What is on top? I just keep like thinking of what's on top. You have a roof slat. Oh, that's huge. The slats of a roof. This is a word from the Lord because, remember, it spells the word last. It spells the word salt. Okay, God says the last shall be first. God saves the best for last. Okay, salt is the last thing that you will add to a meal. Okay, it's also on top. And so what's on the top? What's on the top of your roof? Well, the slats. And this is really cool because roof equals love and is pure sixes, just like Father. Like there's 666, F is 6, and this is 30, which is 5 times 6. Roof equals love in pure sixes. Then when you have a roof slat, then you maintain offsets of 6s for the Father. Roof slat, therefore, equals Father plus 48. Slat all by itself is Father minus 6. 6s for the Trinity. So, a roof slat. I'm thinking of things that are vertically at the top in the world, that God has ordained with the exact words to glorify himself mathematically. So if I do a Google search for roof slats, oh, okay, so these are the, well, some people call it this. I was thinking of this. Just the slats. It's basically a bunch of boards. The word board parallels flat. I was thinking the word shingles is divides by 3, but and the roof slats technically would be the last part of the house because that's what's on top. God saves the best for last. They should be called slats. You can call them shingles, but if you want to be really clever, you'll call them slats. And it's efficient to say slat. It's faster to say slat than shingle. Slats. Okay, God saves the best for last. Why do you have slat? Well, that's your roof, man. Slats. A slat, last. It comes on last. It's at the top. Parallels best, parallels Father. So what is de facto on the top of your house? Slat. Wow. Yeah, roof center, slat. Now slats also support your bed and stuff, but a roof slat. And then from God's perspective looking down, he sees lots of roofs, plural, which parallels Father. Cool. So slat, that was a huge word. Like what is on top? The slat. The slats. I'm curious if I was to look at the word shingles, what I would find too. if I was to look at the word shingles, what would we find in the word shingles? Shingles is 93, 3 fest. Shingle singularly is shingle equals Jesus. Crazy. Shingle equals Jesus, and that's glaring. You can get a lot, like look at this. The letters that divide by 3 in shingle equal the letter that divides by 3 in Jesus. And then an S is an S. And then an N and an E equals another S. And then a J plus an E is 15, which is an H plus a G. That did not disappoint. That was absolutely gorgeous. Jesus owns every shingle. It's that simple, folks. It's that simple. And then I would love to find Father in shingles, and perhaps even the singular shingle. Let's take a look. Let's see. So we got 8 letters. There's a lot of 3's in there. 21, another 21, 42, and then that became 55, which offsets Father, but it's curious to attack it from both sides. 57. You'd have to pop off 16 points. I don't know if that's necessarily meant to be. Well, you can pop off the I and the G. Actually, there it is. It just came to us. So here's a gorgeous symmetry of Father in shingle. And that is glaring. And the reason it's glaring is because these letters contain 3 plus 2's, a single plus 1, and the rest divide by 3, just like in the word Father. Okay? So there is a perfectly symmetrical finding of Father in the word shingle. There you go. So we found shingle done. So we solved your roof slats and Father, shingle, and you can just keep going nuts. All right, well it's been most awesome. So, man, this is fun. What is on top? Just like duvets, pillows. We solved that the other day on the top of your bed. Pillows is Father, offset. And just poking around in here. Pillows are on top. Covers are on top. That's glaring. Sheets are on top. It's just ridiculous. Duvets are on top. I got these ones yesterday. Duvets, linens. This is just crazy. And then you have, like if you slow down and find, it's just crazy. And then headboard is on top. Headboard equals Father. Wow. The headboard is at the top. I mean, in any kind of construction project, technically you could call the headboard as the highest, or the first, or the last, like the chief board. Headboard at the top of the bed, and the headboard is the highest part of a bed frame. Headboard equals Father. And there's your AE in order, your HD, multiple of 12, gorgeous. Headboard. That's glaring. Headboard equals Father. Look at all the 6's. EA6, DB6. This OR can equal the 33 in Father, and then the A will jump into, where did the A come from? I can't remember. Lots of solving to do this. So headboard equals Father. Okay. Ha! The clutch in your car is Father. Clutch. Father. Father owns the clutch. The brake is also Father. arguably the two most important items in any vehicle practically we got. But and then steering. Okay, we hit that one really hard. Antenna. Oh, a satellite is on top. A satellite is very on top. Satellite is very Father. One of the highest things. Satellite is above everything. Live via satellite. So there's your 24 bookends. And 9 letters, 21 strokes, just glaring. Compare the 2 T's with the TH for a difference of 6s. And then there's your AE in order. I'm well aware that we're taking the glory for every satellite in history for Father. And then this is the pure letters that divide by 3 on top of that. Huh. Adding to 33 no less. Like that's crazy. Again, simple does it. This is mind-blowing. Again, point out the obvious. How Father owns every satellite, which is above everything. Okay, you've got 4 plus 2s over the 3 plus 2s there. And then you've got 2 plus 1s over the 1 plus 1 here. And then you have 3 letters that divide by 3 over the 2 letters that divide by 3 here. You just added 1 letter from each category to glorify the Trinity while pointing to the Father in every satellite. Like there's not a lot of things made by man in the sovereignty of God that are higher than a satellite. Woo! Okay. Technically you have a space station, which is up there. Space station will be +1. And then of course, in fact that's gorgeous too, because that's Father plus, this is amazing, it's Father plus 42 plus 42, because it's 142, and Father's 42 from 100, and that's accomplished 12 letters and 24 strokes, it divides by 3, just like Father. So a space station is really high up there for the Father. And you get all this gorgeous correlation that I talked about already. Then you have the International Space Station, which provides an offset of 2 for the word international, to hook up with Father, just like Jesus and Father get. And now you have what you call a Trinity glorifying experience with the International Space Station. Makes pure 3s. But a space station, there's a lot of space stations, and there can be more, Father, just like satellite. Okay? To provide another famous Trinity glorifying operation, when you say the famous phrase, live via satellite, Father gets the last word, as he always does. This is 3, this is 2, this is 1. Father gets the last word. Trinity glorifying, live via satellite, 183, divides by 3, Christ the Redeemer, done. Okay, live via satellite. There you go, so we solved your satellite. Now, if you have a satellite dish, the word dish also parallels Father. So a satellite dish is a Father-Father combo. But that satellite is performing what we call an orbit. And the word orbit is also Father. Orbit is 6 points over Father. So the satellites are orbiting to the glory of the Father, and while they are streaming data back to Earth, stream parallels Father, and just keeps going higher and higher. So you have the, okay, you get the idea. Data parallels Jesus, so a data stream is Jesus plus Father, and it just keeps going higher. Let's solve a data stream, just for fun. This is very fun. Data parallels Jesus. You have 3 plus 2 is a single plus 1, just like in the letters J-E-S-U-S. Data equals God, by the way. Stream parallels Father. A data stream is a happy 3. It's the first 3-digit number that divides by 3. Okay, we solved. Okay, and orbit, done. Okay, we solved technology. Father owns every satellite. What else can you think of that's above other things and is like on top? Microwave I've solved. That sits on top of my refrigerator. Microwave. Bulb. This is a fun one. On your house, on the perimeter of your roof is what you call the gutter. The word perimeter and gutter are both +1. In fact, they differ. This is amazing. They kind of use the same digits. This is 109 and this is 91. But gutter is very glaring because you got 3 plus 2 is a single plus 1. And the rest of the letters all divide by 3. They're just flawless, just like the word perimeter does that as well. Gutter and perimeter. Father, Father. What's above? Like what's on top? Oh, I'm looking up at the gutter. Board, beam. Any use of the word central, like when you think about the central beam supporting this, like the highest line on a roof of a house. Central is flawless for Father. Okay. And then beam divides by 3, so it maintains the offset. So central beam is gorgeous, is Father plus 36. 6 is 3 times 3, true. So the central beam. What else do we want to talk about? It's above. That is above. Oh, when you play volleyball, what's the highest part of the net? Well, they call it the top of the aerial. Okay. I'm hitting this one out of the park here, folks. The aerial. Now, and I think the word antenna, is that how you spell antenna? Antenna equals Jehovah. Yes, antenna equals Jehovah. And then if you pluralize it, it's antennae or antennas. I think antennas is more common. But I would be surprised if you could even find Father bang on the nose somewhere in this. Here's love at the front and back. A little bit of poking around would reveal some antenna. Love. Well, what is it again? 69, you have to pop off 11 points. Now, it can't be done from what I see, but that's fine. But when you play volleyball, ears, tops. Good fun. Okay. The aerial. It's an obvious one. Okay, I think we've just kissed that one. Really obvious. And what's on top of any basketball court? Well, a line. Chalk the lines. Okay, we've nailed this one pretty good. So anything else that's on top? I think we've hit that one pretty hard. That was really fun. Okay, more after this.